Hello there. Welcome again to V Media, where we break the news authentically and strategically for your listening pleasure. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, sit back, relax, put your feet up, and let us take you across the country. Don't forget to like and comment on our videos, alright? Yes. Atiku's camp rejects Port Harcourt as reconciliation meeting venue. More details have emerged on why a meeting of the Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Fintiri-led Reconciliation Committee, which was scheduled to hold on Monday in Port Harcourt, Rivers State to attempt to iron out the differences between the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and Governor Atiku-Wike, did not take place. Nigerian Tribune gathered that the team nominated by the former vice president to represent him refused to attend because of the venue. A top source revealed on Tuesday that the Rivers State governor had insisted that the state capital must play host to the event, to the chagrin of the Atiku team, who countered that such a meeting should rather take place in the nation's capital. Those nominated by the presidential candidate to speak for him in the meeting include the chairman, Governor Fintiri, former minister Adamu Waziri, former PDP governorship candidate in Ekiti State, Eyitayo Jegede, former Cross River State Governor Layel Imoke, and Jide Adeniji. To represent Wike, a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Bello Adoke, former Information Minister, Professor Jerry Gunner, former Cross River State Governor Donald Duke, former Ondo State Governor Olusegun Mimiko, and former Gombe State Governor Ibrahim Dakwambo. While the Wike team was on ground in Port Harcourt on Monday when the first meeting was supposed to take place, the Atiku side did not show up. The meeting did not take place. The problem is that Wike was insisting that the meeting should hold in Port Harcourt, the source privy to the development volunteered to our reporter. However, both parties have now agreed to meet on Monday next week in Abuja. Wike and four of the PDP governors backing him last weekend traveled to France to fine-tune their strategy as they hope to extract concessions from Atiku before a resolution to their lingering crisis may be reached. The governors with him are Sam Otom, Benue, Seyi Makinde, Oyo, Ifeanyi Ugwanyi, Enugu, and Okezie Ikpeazu, Abia. They returned on Monday to Port Harcourt in time to monitor the aborted meeting. All of them have withheld their support for Atiku following the perceived humiliation Wike allegedly suffered in the hands of the former vice president, who bypassed him to choose his Delta State colleague, Ifeanyi Okowa, despite the recommendation by the committee set up to help the presidential candidate to select a running mate. Despite endorsing the Fintiri-led committee, Wike has continued to express displeasure at the vibes emanating from the camp of the presidential candidate. Findings revealed that his anger stemmed from the way the presidential candidate had broken into his camp and pushed some of his most loyal supporters, particularly in Rivers State. Some PDP chieftains in the state who were seen as the governor's core loyalists, including former Speaker of the House of Representatives Austin Okpara and former senator who represented Rivers East Lee Maiba, have now aligned with Atiku against their state governor, drawing his eye. This has added a new twist to the feud with Atiku's camp, even though the former vice president remains confident of a resolution of the differences. Wike is angry that some of his men came to join Atiku without his permission, a top party source revealed to the Nigerian Tribune, but assured that the issue is being resolved. The spokesman of the Atiku campaign, Dino Melaye, is confident that progress has been made on the reconciliation efforts. Meanwhile, Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, among other politicians in the South, on Tuesday visited Wike in his private residence. Those with Obi at the meeting were Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State and Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia State, former Governor of Cross River State Donald Duke, Like other such gatherings, the meeting was held behind closed doors at the governor's private residence along Ada George Road in Port Harcourt. No details of the meeting, which lasted for a few hours, was disclosed. One of the protagonists of the feud between both Wike and Atiku, Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, has called on the citizens to use their permanent voters card (PVCs) to reject and end the alleged maladministration of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) during the 2023 general election. Ayu, who lamented that the APC government has failed to live up to expectations across the major sectors of the economy, noted that the presidential candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and his running mate, Ifeanyi Okowa, are well equipped to provide needed solutions to the myriad of challenges confronting the nation. He explained that the dwindling economy, rising insecurity, and the continued strike action of the Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASU) are enough reasons for the people to vote out the APC and its candidates in the 2023 elections. The former Senate president stated this while speaking in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital, on Wednesday, while receiving thousands of the Social Democratic Party (SDP) members under the auspices of Ekiti progressives who left the party in the build-up to the June 18 governorship election in the state. Represented by the National Deputy Chairman South, Taofik Arakbaja, the chairman expressed regret over the outcome of the last governorship election, adding that the party's national leadership accepted responsibility over the party's failure and apologized to the aggrieved members. While welcoming the new members to the party chairman advised them to be committed to delivering the state for the PDP and its candidates in the next year's election, urging them to commence massive mobilization for the party in their respective polling units and wards. He said, "I am happy to welcome you back to the party because we can't do it alone in a bid to rescue this nation from the APC that has destroyed this country across sectors. We need to change this APC through our PVCs. We should push them out. You can do it. Let me say that Ekiti belongs to PDP, and we should go out massively to mobilize for our candidate and his running mate to rescue us from the problems we are facing under the APC. I want to make it clear that what happened during the June 18 poll was caused by us. We must admit that it is our fault, not your fault, and we are asking for forgiveness. Please forgive us. It won't happen again. It is obvious that you have shown your strength in SDP by coming second in that election, and we know had it been we worked together, it would have been a different story today. I want to plead we work together to deliver our candidate in 2023 and we return to the villa." Speaking, the duo of the senator representing Ekiti South Senatorial District, Biodun Olujimi, and House of Representatives candidate for Ekiti South Federal Constituency 1, Enrich Akomolaye, said the party had learned lessons from the past, calling on the returnees to commence mobilization from their communities towards delivering all the PDP candidates in 2023 elections. Olujimi, while addressing the ex-SDP devotees, said the abysmal performance of the party in the last governorship election showed that something was wrong with the PDP. We should all share the blame. Some of us didn't do what we were supposed to do. Some of us overreacted. Some were singing Hosanna, and we should have done the right thing. They left us and they showed us that without them, we are nothing. They scored 82,000 votes that were supposed to be for the PDP in that election, but there is no pride in rebellion. They have come back to rejoin PDP. We believe that only Atiku and Okowa are the people with the capability to bring food to our table, solve our insecurity problems, bring back our children to school. They have done it before. Let me tell the other party that whether they like it or not, we have come to reclaim Ekiti. We are winning in 2023 for Atiku. We must learn to do things right. Let our leaders continue to do things according to the Constitution. Help us appeal to our national leaders to reposition PDP so that we can return to our winning streak. The coordinator of the returnees, Wale Ayeni, said they were treated like strangers during the PDP governorship primary. This, he said, forced them out of the party to join the SDP. I pray that the PDP doesn't repeat such in the future contest. PDP was enmeshed in crisis in Ekiti because the Abuja people caused the division. The PDP is supposed to be a strong party, but our members made it so. In 2023, Nigerians shouldn't vote for whoever claims that he would sustain the legacy of President Muhammadu Buhari in the 2023 presidential poll, he said. That's all for now, guys. Thanks for vibing with me. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.